a lot of people make argument that the NPP looks disunited,
leaderless.
Yes, because there's no leader in the NPP. In time past, Akufo-Addo was assumed the leader, and he exhibited leadership traits. But currently, there's no leader, and so many people believe that if the NPP should have a leader now, certain things happening within the NPP will come to an end. They may have an opposition leader who may want to stand up to the president. If the president does something, uncomfortable, the party will have an arrowhead who may tell the president or whoever it is. And they also believe that if the party should have a leader with the election of a flag bearer, recent arrest and raid and the rest which is going on may not take place because the party now has a firm leader. And then they can rally around that leader to build the party. And so those who make the argument, I side with them, that elect a flag bearer first and then think about the other elections which are supposed to follow.
So you agree, Charles? You agree?
Well, there's an interesting motion that either affirms or counters the position.
Okay.
So the NPP technically doesn't have a leader like you have the NDC constitution state that the national chairman is a leader of the party. When the party is in government, usually is the president. When it comes to the NPP, that becomes the de facto leader. When it's in opposition and it has a strong presidential candidate, that presidential candidate becomes a de facto leader. But you don't have like an identifiable leader within the party. I'm told by sources that there'll be a motion to make the national chairman the leader of the party
at all times,
whether in opposition or in government.
The chairman
of the party.
Okay, hold on a second, Charles. Let me bring you in. You have a party in power, and you are making the chairman the leader of the party. We've seen the era of Akufo-Addo. We've seen how powerful he was in the party. I don't know what you think of this motion where you're going to suddenly say that even when the party is in power, there's a certain leader at Asylum down who is in charge. I don't know what you think.
Yeah, but why would they want to do that? I mean,
because they want to draw a clear distinction between government and party.
But it won't happen.
It will happen.
But whether we like it or not, the president
in power
is a stronger personality when it comes to
government, but not the party.
But for the current leadership of the party, you realize that the NPP has always had strong personalities when it comes to the leaders of the party.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately,
when you mean leader, you're talking about chairman.
The chairman. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, per the leadership style, not to say that Ntim is not a good leader, but his style of leadership at this moment is not one that could stand neck to neck when it comes to the other, for instance, the presidential candidate,
okay, so
or even the president. Just a minute. Of course, he had been a first vice chair as far back as 2000s, but his personality doesn't rise up to that level. And I think that when you speak to party faithfuls, they tell you that is one thing they seem to have regretted.
And he's currently not even well.
Yeah, currently not doing well. Remember when he was going for the election? What was the
Ntim
that was it. That was the civil campaign Ntim, because since 2004 he had consistently wanted to be. And at that point in time, and so you get the point why Wache Jakun will go to a program in the Ashanti region. He has the idea of contesting for Flagbearer, but the chairman will say, "Come and contest as national chairman." Because I'm thinking that when the party gets to that level, they will be looking for a strong personality to be national chairman. That certainty of a leader of a party. I mean, the NDC has the national chairman as a leader of the party. It has a president, but the national chairman is the leader of the party.
But what if the national chairman
let me hear Charles.
What if the national chairman doesn't have a personality of, say, an Asiedu Nketia, and the president is Akufo-Addo, who has this very strong personality? Chairman Ntim as chairman, let's just say that, say maybe in the last year or so, the NPP had this structure that the chairman of the party was the leader of the party. You put Chairman Ntim side by side Akufo-Addo, and you're saying that what? Chairman Ntim is the leader of the party. No, he's not. He doesn't have that personality that Akufo-Addo has. Akufo-Addo would be the de facto chairman of the leader of the NPP, whether it is in the constitution or not.
So the view is that the motion could be adopted that let's make the chairman leader, but so it would only be de jure, it will not be de facto, and that really is.
And it would depend how the party will also respect the chairman in terms of the personality. NPP had strong chairpersons in time past. Or do a side.
When Jake was chairman of the party, between Jake and Akufo-Addo, who was the leader of the party?
No, at that time I think it was Kufuor.
No, I'm talking about when Jake was chairman, Akufo-Addo
wasn't the Flagbearer? Yes.
But still, it was almost like Akufo-Addo was above.
Everything running around Jake at that time.
But you could say the influence of Jake at that time.
Of Jake when Kufuor was president. We had the size. Haruna in the rest. You could still feel, the presence of the national chairman. And it's driven by personality, as Charles said. It's driven by personality. If a person is a strong personality, the presence is there.
So this is an Ntim problem. Is that what you guys are saying?
I think so.
Charles, you think that it is an Ntim problem?
But why isn't the chairman leader of the party when they're in opposition, and when they're in government, the president is the leader?
Like